Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. What do we got here? We got a basset in bed. Uh-oh, she wants belly rubs. Oh, no, she wants the belly rubbed. Good morning, Pia. You want to say good morning, everybody? She's like, good morning. Alrighty, just getting ready to head for work. But, little puppy. Yeah, everybody was up with Mom really early this morning. Daddy slept in because he had everything ready to go this morning. Alrighty, 61 degrees, 16 degrees Celsius, and drizzling. Chilly morning, feels good. Last night, it's like, if I would have taken the dogs on any longer of a walk last night, even though it was almost 70, I felt like I needed like a lightweight long sleeve shirt. You know, your body gets used to the high heat, and then when it cools down from the 80s or 90s, 20 degrees is quite a bit. Alright, not feeling it today at all. So supposed to have same person I had yesterday that could not move her ass at all, and the store manager comes in today so I already feel like there's going to be words exchanged. It's not good when you know going in that you're probably going to get yelled at because of performance when you're busting your ass and what they hired isn't. So the stress of being middle management, not even low-end management is what I am. Assistant manager would be middle management, store level wise. And still low management even if you start counting district managers and all that crap. Well, we'll have to see what the weather plays like, but puppies and I hopefully. But I am 6:30 to 3, so this is a very long day, and we have no additional help coming in. Love it. I don't know what's going on with these schedules and why we have such a gap in personnel, but it's frustrating. Alrighty, well, we're gonna put our best foot forward and try to bust our butt. I do have I got 4 energy drinks for these 2 opening shifts. Well, I'm only drinking 1. Probably have 1 on my closing shifts the next couple days before I go to work. So I'm already wired up. Because if I have it probably about 11 in the morning, or 1 o'clock, I can't sleep. So we'll see if 11 o'clock is early enough to have it and I can still go home and go to bed. Well, 1 day down, 4 to go. Oh, yeah, I did not want to get out of bed this morning. Yesterday was just, I don't know. I was okay at work. I mean, I was just ready for the day to be over. And today's an hour longer. And I will probably end up on register from 1 o'clock until 3. So that the other closing lead can actually come in and do their job instead of being stuck on register for several hours. Oh yeah. Well, today Insta360 is supposed to be announcing a new tiny camera. From the rumors I saw yesterday, I think it's going to compete with the DJI Nano. That will probably not be available in the United States of America. Sensor size supposed to be just under 1 inch, 4K 60, but it's going to be like 2 to 3 times the size of the Insta360 goes, to get more cooling and to get higher features. I think that's a lot of the reason Insta360 didn't do 60 frames per second is because they're already struggling with 30 frames per second with cooling, because a higher frame rate definitely affects heat. If I run the Action 5 at 30 versus 60 versus 120, yeah, you're going to overheat the camera way faster at 120 than you will at 30 or 60. I don't know. It's like, as much as I don't want to have to, I mean, I don't need it. It's one of those deals where something that you can just like easily connect. Obviously this one will not be hat mountable like the Go series is. as easy and as inconspicuous. I don't know. I feel like giving it a try, though, would be somewhat interesting, but who knows when it's actually going to be for sale. But it should be something. That explains why Best Buy actually dropped the price on the Go 3s down to $344, I think. Yeah, from like $399, or no, it was $85 off. They were like $349 down to $344. That doesn't make sense. That's more than $100. Anyway, it said $85 savings. All right. Wish me luck, guys. I'm already in defensive mode about today because I know how shit rolls downhill, and I'm at the bottom of that hill. Good afternoon, everybody, and it's a cloudy one, 71 degrees, 22 degrees Celsius, and a little on the humid side, so I don't know if any more rain's coming. I think it misted this morning. It might have rained a little bit. I was too busy doing freight to know what the world outside was doing, but got both kids. Where do you want to go? Where you want to go? You want to go over here? You can go to your tree? Why do you look so frazzled, dude? Nice breeze just came up. I don't know. There's nobody around. I don't know what you guys are looking at. Now, the lenses to the Oakley spikes showed up. Now, that was the one that was a different seller, and it was the only one I saw that had them for them. The lenses look like they should fit. When you lay them over top of the other lens, they match up. However, they buckle. I cannot get them to go in. So I don't know if I'm going to have to shave a little bit off or what I'm going to have to do, but so far I have not had any luck getting them in to the spikes. So I put the original ones back in, and they're so god-awfully messed up. They're like crooked, like pulled out that way. So this eyebrow, it's touching this eyelash, and it's not even close to the other one. So I think it's a lot to do with they're out of shape. But I'm trying to use my former vision center knowledge to straighten them back out. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really don't. But I'll keep working on them. I might be able to maybe just trim a teeny bit off the lens carefully to get them to actually not bow, because either the top or the bottom is not in the groove, and they're way thinner than the original lenses. So I mean, you'd think they would be harder to put in, but because they're thicker, and they're not. They're easier. Well, they're cut right too. Well, work went about as good as I expected. Absolutely horrible. So we got a lot of freaking changes going on right now, and I'm hoping starting Monday my life is better with a different manager. So they are going to let the one ASM do his management training cycle, or whatever the hell all these calls it, where basically he takes over, he has all rights, and he makes all decisions, and he runs the store. The other manager has no say, does not. The only thing is he'll come in and verify some things over in time. But for the most part, it's all on the ASM. And I feel like he's a much more level-headed person, and I'm hoping my life gets a hell of a lot easier starting Monday. Today, if it wasn't for the fact that I have bills and I need to make money, I think I would have just said, you know what? Here's your keys. Here's my middle finger. Have a good day. So, I understand there is a lot of stress going on right now because of the other store losing their manager temporarily for how long we don't know. But you don't take it out on the guy that is from his toes to the top of his head sweating profusely, busting his ass, while the other one's on the floor barely completing a damn thing. So it just does not make me want to continue. But like I said, starting Monday, fingers crossed, things get better. Alrighty, enough about that garbage. Now we got the puppies to worry about here. We got the puppers. Priya pupper and Mateo pupper. Yeah. Mateo, I saw your twin at Aldi's today. I almost said Walmart. I don't miss that shit either. I mean, any big organization, they just, they have a really... they care about what they care about, and they don't think that you understand what's going on, but I do. But the same token, you don't treat me like shit for it. Anyway, what do you think, Mateo? Huh? Did you do boom boom? You feel better? Now we gotta get sister to do boom boom. Alrighty, tonight's dinner is spaghetti. Ooh, we could have dumped those meatballs she got the other day, but it's steaming. And salad. And there is broccoli and cauliflower at the bottom of my pasta. So we're gonna watch the final episode of The Better Sister. See how this all ends out. Well, still cloudy, but I see little blue specks popping through, which would make it look really cool. That's a neat looking sky, actually. I didn't see any sunset in here at 7:15, though. Dinner was delicious, but as has been lately, my intake of food is definitely diminished, which is good. I mean, I don't need to stuff myself full. I mean, I had a pretty decent bowl there, don't get me wrong. Vegetables underneath it, and then, you know, salad, which I ended up dropping the rest of my salad on top of my spaghetti at the end just to finish it up. So, but yum, 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 getting puppies out for last walks. Alrighty, well, what is going on with this gimbal? There we go. Wrong way. Too far. Come back. There you go. Alright. We kind of avoided going down below. There were people walking on the sidewalk, so we're just going to try to do a full lap here, because little man hasn't done his inspection of the property in a while. Even though I did not eat as much, I am still full. I'm not going to lie. So, fuller with less food, I guess, is good. Stomach must be shrinking from... I still think it's the whole work atmosphere. You know, you get a 30-minute break in an 8.5-hour day, 7.5-hour day, whatever it is, 10-hour day, 12-hour day. Yeah, it changes the way your body reacts. Whoa, dude, can you make the steps? God, you're acting like you're geriatric there, bud. But didn't take a nap today, even though I don't get up for work tomorrow morning. I'm pretty sure I close. I'll verify that, but yeah. Oh boy. So I don't know. Maybe if we get up and it's not raining or it's nice out, it's cool. Maybe we'll head to the park in the morning or somewhere. Maybe we'll do a river walk. It has been a very long time since we've done the river walk, since all the drownings and crap happened. Are you cozy, guys? Gee whiz. The other orange one's out in the yard, but the kittens apparently are in Jen's back patio, so they're currently in a safe spot. You know, Priya, I always have to 2x the camera on you because you're so far behind. Jesus, well, you make me look closer than Bassett's appear. You know, like, you know, objects in mirror look closer than they appear. Well, by using 2x lens, I make Bassett's appear closer than they really are. Alright, so Insta360 did in fact release the Insta360 Go Ultra, which is a 4K mini camera. And I think it's going to be very similar to what the Nano will come out to be like when it releases here sometime. But it won't be available in the US unless you can get it off eBay. And I don't even know how they'll sneak it through to get it through customs. But it might be fun to give it a shot on that one, if and ever they do release it. So, I don't know. It's 4K 60 now, and it's still wearable. But put an Insta360 on a hat that says DJI seems a little bit ludicrous to me. I do want to try it, but we'll see how other people fare out with it first. First video I saw today was Tamara Gabriel's. Like I said, I couldn't find any videos on the Insta360 Go 3S from her, but she launched a video for that one instantly, unless she deleted her Insta360 Go 3S video. I don't know. The only videos I can find are on the original one. But Yeah, apparently the bigger form factor is partially for heat, and of course, like I was mentioning this morning, the 60 frames per second does add some heat to these cameras, but not as bad as it used to. And you know, nowadays it's more the common option to have. If you're going to have an action camera on a bike, it's going to look really crappy having it in 30 frames per second. So, or any action sport really, for that matter. Unless you're trying to make a movie with one of these little cameras, it's not necessary to even have 30 frames per second.